100 strong, 100 strong over here. We like to keep it that way. It's your homeboy Loafing to Go. We back with another episode, man. We back with a whole nother live, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let me pull myself up on this other screen right here. All right, so step on up, step into the middle of the circle, man. Y'all got to step into the middle of the circle, man. You feel me, right? All right, so we getting everything together right here. I'm finna have a link up here so that you guys can lay up here and join the show, man. Y'all can join the show. I'm gonna send the link, right? All right, so check this out, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. Black Yacht Weekend. Was it trash? A lot of out-of-towners saying that it was trash. People died in that shit, man. Y'all know alcohol and niggas and water don't even mix. It's not even a mixture, man. I lost a homeboy in that Black Yacht Weekend shit, right? I lost a homie, man. He's still missing in the goddamn Lake Michigan, man. Missing for 2-3 days now, man. Rest in peace. I don't think it's going to end up well, man. I don't think it's going to end up well. Michelle Obama, right? After her daughter came out and said that she no longer wants to be called Obama, Michelle Obama made a statement saying that she glad she didn't have a son because if she had a son, it'd be a little Barack. I don't understand that. Would it be a little president or what? I don't get it. What does that mean? Was she disrespecting manhood? That's what a lot of people feel like, y'all. A lot of people feel like she was disrespecting manhood, man. And much, much more is going to be here on the show, man. So starting off first, bro, Charleston White. Charleston White actually got into a boxing ring and boxed somebody. He graduated from spraying mace. Now, he beat the shit out of this little island boy right here. But is Boosie next? Huh? Is Boosie next? I don't know, man. Him and Boosie, that'll be a good match. Somebody else, right? But Charleston White is an older guy. And for him to kick the shit out this young dude, hey, man, y'all better watch out, man. So let's check this out. I'm going to do a little bit of over talking over this because this has music in it and I don't want to play it. These are highlights right here, right? So this is what Charleston White did to the island boy, the damage that Charleston White did without using a weapon. He used only his lethal weapon hands. Check this out. Bow! He's swinging. He's swinging. Look at him. Bow. He throwing a stiff arm. Charleston throwing the old man, the pen stiff arm. The old man special. Look at that. He hitting him. He banking him. This young nigga cannot fight, man. Charleston White, he definitely chose the right victim, and he tossed him. Tossed him all over the floor. He chose the right victim, ladies and gentlemen. Can't fuck with Charleston, man. You can't fuck with him with the weapons. Look at Shorty gave up, bro. You can't fuck with Charleston White, man. Not with the weapons. not with the hands, man. You know what I'm saying? He throwing them down. Hands beat the shit out the island boy. But guess what? Everybody ain't happy about this situation right here. And I'm going to play y'all a video of this guy right here who's not happy with Charleston White. I think he want to be the next contender. He said, fuck Boosie and Soulja Boy. Charleston White, you need to come step over here with me, man. And I'm talking about none other than this nigga right here, bro. This nigga want to step in the ring with Charleston. Where is he at, bro? Where the fuck is this goofy ass nigga? Well, you know, this snitch ass nigga. 2 snitches, bro. That's gonna be the crazy part. It's gonna be 2 snitches that come at Charleston White. I mean, well, if Charleston White fight this person, 2 famous fucking snitches. And where's this video at with this nigga, man, that called out Charleston White? I'm gonna have to go to my other section to find that video. Where's that nigga that called him out, man? Want to kick his ass. All right, so I'm gonna find that video real quick. I really don't want to move on until I find that video of this guy real quick. So let me just go ahead to the little site. Pull that video up. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me a second. I got my number locked on. Let me see. I don't know. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone real quick because this guy wanna throw hands with Charleston White. And and this will be a bigger fight, definitely. This will be a bigger fight with this guy fighting Charleston White. Let me see. Now I'm here. Go to their page. Where's this nigga at? Because I want to see Charleston White either in the ring with Boosie, Soulja Boy, or maybe this dude right here, man. All right, so I got him right here. Got him right here. Let me see. I'm finna pull him up on this screen. so let's check them out, man. I'm gonna refresh this one. Wow. This nigga talking hella shit too. Damn. 2 snitches, man. Look in the fight. Let's see what he had to say. Lil Woody.
Woody calls out Charleston White after his recent bout with Kodiak Red.
Oh, you want to fight that little boy because you knew you were going to win. Man, you're too nigga. You was out there fighting just like an old hoe. Man, somebody tag Charles White, tell his okay, go fight somebody else. Go fight somebody his age. Somebody he been talking all this shit about. Somebody child who you don't disrespect. Go fight somebody else, man. That little bit ass little boy, man, and you couldn't even damn breathe all that fake ass working out you be doing. Hey, y'all make sure y'all tag Charles White and tell his old ass if the wind blow too hard, he'll fall and break a bone. He be talking all that shit about little boots. Tag Charles White and tell him fight a old man. Hey, I bet that old man knock his old one-eye ass out. I swear to your head.
Oh man, look, now he going to get people and everything. Woody, let me tell you this though, bro. Real talk about this Charleston White situation. That dude way younger than Charleston White, man. So he had a great chance of beating Charleston White. If I was a betting man, I swear to God, I would have betted on the Island Boy to kick Charleston White's ass. Now, what is Woody's issue with Charleston? That's my thing. What is your issue with him? Do you want to step in the ring with him and show him that he's an old man? That's all you got to do. Charleston White, I think he willing to fight anybody. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga is definitely proving he's a tough guy. You can't fuck with him. He's proving it, man. And he gonna snitch on your ass. So shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Woody, man. But I want to see that Boosie fight first. You know, him and Boosie, that's the main event right there. So Charleston just warming up right now, man. He just warming up. So remember that, bro. Remember that. Oh, yeah. So check this out, all right? So y'all know King Lil J, man. Him and FBG Butter, man. The famous Pepsi and Italian beef, man. The Italian beef and Pepsi video came from this arrest right here. This young lady that was also arrested with FBG Butter and King Lil J, she just got out, man. She did 10 years, bro. Butter been out. Lil J been out. Why she just not getting out? Let's listen to this video right here by True Teller, and we're going to see what's going on, man. What's her name? Rashida, whatever. She's home.
Looks like Rashida just came home from prison. A lot of people don't know who that is, but if you've been following the drill culture, you know exactly who that is. She was on a murder case with Lil J, FBG Butter, Queen D. You know, it was a lot of stuff happening involved in this murder case. You know, it was a guy who they was cool with, who they tried to rob, but they didn't try to rob him, but they did try to rob him. You know, the story took so many turns. Lil J actually was arrested for the murder of one of their friends who was on this murder case with them, and he ended up dying. So they charged them with the murder because their friend died. They say he never would have died if y'all wasn't on this dumb shit. FBG Butter was charged with this murder too. Queen D was charged with this murder, and a relative of hers, which is Rashida. You know, she was one of the ones who didn't cooperate. She was one of the ones who didn't tell the police anything. She kept her mouth closed, according to what people say. Even King Lil J said this. Hit the like button. Gold on this video 1,000.
She definitely kept her mouth closed, bro. She did that. She did more time than all of them niggas, man. So all of them must have said something. Everybody might have been eating on the Italian beef except for her. Because that chick just did 10 straight. Lil J been out. Butter been out. They fucked up again and went back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing right here, man. Shout out to Rashida. Keeping it 1,000, man. Keeping it real, man. That's how I like my bitches. Thorough, man. She gained a little weight since she been in there. She used to be a little baddie, man. You know what I'm saying? But the chicks, they was doing the shit with those niggas, man. You know, and when you make a video, True Teller, and you talk about how women are getting shot in Chicago, bring up these girls right here, man. Remind us about them. Because they was a part of that shit, man. They was grabbing evidence, holding guns after the shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably, one of them shot or some shit, didn't they? I don't know, man. Then one of them chicks started shooting, started busting. Some shit like that, man. I don't know, man. But yeah, he killed Lil J and them Buddy Blood. They killed him, whacked his ass, charged Lil J and them with the murder of Blood, they homeboy, And she, the only one that did all of the time, man. So shout out to that young lady for keeping shit solid, man. She's a real one, man. I need something like that by my side, y'all. I ain't even lying, man. Low from the go, he need him a bad bitch that's a baddie with the weapons, man, with the weaponry, man. I met one too, y'all. I met one, bro. But she was like on some militant shit, man. She was on some old Israelite type shit, man. And she had the bangers on her and all that, man. What happened was I invited her to my Facebook. Why'd I do that? I went to the strip club on a Tuesday night. Shorty was like, who goes to the strip club on a Tuesday? I'm like, nigga, me. You know what I'm saying? So she broke up with me, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her, though. She was beautiful, man. Beautiful. I'm talking about fine, man. Ass for days, ladies and gentlemen. Ass swinging when I walked around. Well, I was proud to be with her, man. Damn, but that's it. Whew, I didn't even get the coochie, man. She was so into that other shit, man. But yeah, shout out to Charleston White, man. He kicked some ass. And shout out to that young lady, Rashida, man. All right, so check this out right here, man. A dude who was part of the Palm Spring explosion when they just blew some shit up a couple of months ago, whatever, he was found dead in federal custody. Let's check that shit out, man. Immigrants, we need to get them up.
We do have breaking news. We've just learned the man from Washington State, Daniel Park, who was charged with conspiring with the suspected California fertility clinic bomber, has died in federal custody. A statement from the Bureau of Prisons says Park was found unresponsive this morning at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Los Angeles. Park was rushed to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. And we do have breaking news.
Crazy.
We just learned.
That's crazy. I'm going to tell y'all, right? Everybody, they got a boss. Somebody up top. They got a boss. They end up dead in the feds, man. That's why R. Kelly, he trying to get the hell up out of that, man. He know what goes on in the feds, man. He probably done seen a couple of motherfuckers get took out in the feds, man. R. Kelly probably done witnessed some shit, man. Now he talking about some, oh, man, I got to get the hell up out of here. Give me some fentanyl pills. Let me try to kill myself real quick. He doing anything to get up out that motherfucker, man. And you wonder why. I believe the feds is killing motherfuckers like Kelly said, man. It just makes sense. Look at this. Him, Epstein, all the Bitcoin, anybody that go to the jail with a real boss, a powerful boss. So that makes me wonder who sent this man and that other man on that mission to blow up whatever the fuck they blew up. They blew up a fertility clinic, you know what I'm saying? Some right-wing motherfucking crazy motherfuckers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they tried to blow up a fertility clinic, man. Why would you kill yourself? That nigga did that Japanese shit, bro, where they get down on their knees, they say a prayer, then bam, they stab themselves in the guts with a damn knife, man. That's what I think he did, man. This nigga was crazy, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Hold on, let me check out something, man. Buddha Beezy, 100 strong in a building, baby. 100 strong in a building, my homeboy Buddha Beezy, man. Yeah. Let's keep going. We got more. We got more lined up, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we got more lined up. So let me get this shit cracking right here. We going straight to Instagram, man. Pusha T, man. What's up with him and Kanye West, man? Pusha T came out saying Kanye West isn't real. What do you mean, man? So you biting a hand that feeds you like a nasty dog, a dog with rabies, right? What's going on, Pusha? Let's find out, man. Me here, man. Pusha T, Kanye West, fake. That's crazy, man. Pusha T talking about Kanye West. We not the same. What the fuck? Ain't you sitting next to a minister? Ain't your brother? Didn't he quit rapping to be a minute? What you mean y'all not the same? Are you distancing yourself from the Ku Klux Klan outfit and the anti-Jewish stuff? You know, Pusha T might be an industry plant if you look at it like that, bro. Why you ain't fucking with West, man? That nigga put you on, right? You know what I'm saying? Like after you was on, though, I ain't gonna lie, but y'all was kind of like, y'all wasn't really mainstream to me, man. Like my homeboy, he loved Pusha T. Every time he come over, I'd be like, play some music. He throw Pusha T on. I'd be like, bro, why you trying to make me fall asleep, man? Seriously, why are you trying to make me fall asleep? I do not want to hear some Pusha T songs that they didn't play on the radio because I really wasn't a fan of that shit, bro. I really wasn't a fan of his music because he didn't make music that appealed to me personally. You know, I could imagine that his brother would, you know, become a minister. We don't believe you. You need more people, right? I could imagine it. Didn't he become a minister or some shit? Didn't he quit rap? You know, so I don't get it, man. You know, I wouldn't even talk about Kanye West if I was Pusha T, man. I wouldn't talk about him, man. He helped your career at the end, but I get it. They promoting new product, so you got to say something that's gonna get you onto this show. You got to say something that's gonna get you onto this show. But this and Kanye West, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like what he talk about as far as the Jews and all that shit. But I understand it. I understand that he doing him, but he's a great artist, man. He put your ass on afterwards, man. What would you have been doing if Kanye West wouldn't have hired you? What was he doing before this project? You know what I'm saying? So the only reason we hearing about Pusha T is because of this new project that they got coming out. And I don't know if y'all excited for it. I'm not, you know, especially with the slow beats. I just sell drugs all day. You know, that don't get the panties wet. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather listen to Sexy Red, real talk. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. But yeah, you know, shout out to Pusha T, man. He said what he wanted to say, man. He said exactly what he wanted to say. All right, so man, Michelle Obama, man. I told y'all. Wait, hold on. I'm still on the other shit. Hold on. Damn, I gotta stop this screen. But y'all heard that Pusha T. I don't know if y'all heard that Pusha. Let me see. Let me present that Pusha T again, man. What he said about Kanye West. I ain't gonna even present that shit. But let's go here. Shut this shit. Yeah, Pusha T bogus though, man. Damn, you get down on Kanye West like that. I'm gonna add the video later. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all heard it, but let me add the video now, so that way we can hear this shit.
He is not a person that we ain't the same. We can't outside of music. We're nothing.
You and Kanye.
Yeah, we can't be anything outside of music. Like, you know. Music is where we clicked. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, his principles, his morals, his mindset, we don't see eye to eye hardly ever.
Sure.
Ever. And we never have. I've said it a lot of times. Mm-hmm. We don't.
I saw you smiling, Malice, a little bit.
Because I seen him out there. You know what I'm saying? I know what's going on with him. I watch him. I watch him close. I watch him like my mom would watch him, and to know what's going on. And you know, my brother we come from just loyalty to a fault. There's no heartbreak because all
right. Yeah. So that was the video. What Pusha T and his brother started to get down on him. You know, but. Yeah, like I said, ain't you a preacher or some shit, man? You quit the church, right? All right, so Michelle Obama, man, let's get into this. Michelle Obama saying that she's glad she didn't have a son because if she had a son, it'll be a little Barack Obama. A lot of people feel like she was disrespecting the ex-president, and I get it, right? I get it. You wouldn't want to have a son by this nigga, you know what I'm saying, that act just like him. Michelle probably was bullying Barack Obama the whole entire time. You know, and I find it funny that her daughter just came out talking about she don't want to use the last name Obama. She probably want to use her mom's maiden name or some shit, or even get married. I don't know, man. But there's some weird shit going on with Barack Obama's family, man. It's almost like Will Smith's family. That's how weird Barack and Michelle has become to me, man. They unreal. They lost touch with reality, bro. That's exactly what it is. She need to go back to O Block. You know what I'm saying? She need to go and visit O Block, take some pictures, pay her dues, you know what I'm saying, to O Block, man. She need to go back, bro, because that's what happened to Kanye West. The same shit that's happening to Michelle Obama is the same shit that already happened to Kanye West, man. You get so far separated from your roots. You're around all yes, man. You get to saying all type of weird shit. Now she up here sounding just like Jada Pinkett Smith, and it make no sense to me, man, that she said that. You know, I think it's an attack on, you know, manhood. It's definitely an attack on Obama. Why you don't want your son to be like his daddy, the ex-president? You know what I'm saying? The former senator. You know, that make no sense, bro. For real. That's, you know, I get it. That's why your daughters are kind of weird right now, you know, and you are weird too. You're weird as well. You know, motherfuckers checking your show out. There's always some type of weird moment, like almost just like Jada Pinkett shit, man. She ain't gonna be up there too much longer, man. Just like Jada Pinkett, man. You know, that shit was crazy, garbage. Right? What else we got going on, man? Oh, so it's this snitching, man. We got a mom pleading for her son to turn himself in after he killed his stepfather, right? And a lot of people feel like, well, we don't really know what was going on. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. If a nigga can kill his grandparents, his own grandparents, over a disagreement, I believe that this dude may have killed his stepfather for nothing, right? Just for telling him what to do, man. You need to clean this shit up. It ain't good being a stepfather, man. It's bad out here for stepdaddies, man, right? So we got this lady, man. A lot of people feel like she's
turn yourself in. This is the ultimate breaking for me. And I cannot. I said I couldn't lose another child. And I lost my husband. And now I really can't lose another child. David loved you. He loved me. He loved Kennedy, and he loved his family. He loved like you guys were his own. So if you see this, or if anybody sees this who has any information or who can contact Jaden, please let him know that I love him.
Now, Newton County deputies confirm both Gay and Daniel lived in the same house together on Avery Drive in Covington. Deputies say Daniel opened fire on his stepfather last night, then fled the scene in his stepfather's Cadillac Escalade. Now, they found that Escalade at a nearby park, Denny Dobbs Park, but Daniel was nowhere to be found. Now, his mom says after losing one son last year to murder and gun violence, and that was Kendarius Spear, and a husband just last night to gun violence, David Gay, she says she does not want to lose another family member. Now, Mrs. Gay says she was not at home and she does not know what happened. We will have much more of her interview tonight at 6.
That's crazy as hell, bro. It ain't good to be a stepfather, bro. It's not easy. And it ain't good, man. Sometimes them kids don't really love you the way that you love them, the way that you show love to their mom. Maybe this nigga was terrible, right? Maybe he was terrible, beating on the mom, all of that shit. But let me say this. He drove a nice car, looked like that house was nice, and the mom wasn't even there. So what happened, man? What really happened? I think that maybe he told his stepson, you need to carry your ass up there and clean up your room. And his stepson was like, I ain't cleaning up shit, man. I'm a thug. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking thug, bro. That's what I think is going on with this story right here, man. This man that came into y'all life to help make it better. Look at them. They look like a happy couple. Came into y'all life to make it better. And you took him out for that, man. He could have had his own kids and did his own thing with his own kids. But a lot of people feel like mom is trying to snitch on the son or something like that. Mom is taking this man's side over the son. What y'all think? Is this mother taking her husband's side over the son? Whose side should she take? That's what I want to know. Should you take your husband's side or your son's side? Sometimes the kids already lost, man. I don't know. Sometimes the parents are lost. And the kid, you know, he's only 16. So he just took care of himself. He's going to be where he probably want to be or whatever, man. He could have shot that man in his leg or something, right? Let him live, man. Damn, he took care of your ass. All right. We got to keep it moving, man. We got to keep it moving. All right, so check this out right here. This is interesting. I find this interesting. To all the people who say Americans do not want to work jobs that these aliens are working, these illegal aliens are working, right? So Glen Valley Foods was flooded with job applicants just 2 days after experiencing Nebraska's largest immigration raid so far this year. 76 employees were arrested by authorities, right? Most critics claim that immigrants are taking jobs that Americans don't want. But this story right here is proving y'all wrong. Now, I have seen immigrants get detained while they were out on fields. Do I want to pick cotton again? No, I never picked cotton before, matter of fact. So shout out to the ancestors for doing it for me. But do I want to pick the cotton or the plants or the vegetables? Hell no, right? Somebody else will do that shit. And these people are showing you that somebody else will do it, man. They got flooded with job applications after 76 motherfuckers got took away by ICE. Now, this company should have to pay some type of fine. They shouldn't be able to get some good old-fashioned American employees in there without no type of fine. Why are y'all hiring undocumented immigrants, man? So that's crazy to me, right? I hope this is played on the news, but it's not going to be. I got to bring y'all this type of shit. They're not going to play this on the news. They're not going to say Americans flooded this company after 76 undocumented immigrants were taken away. They're not going to say anything like this. So y'all got to hear it from me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. It's your homeboy, Big M.O.P. We in the building, y'all, man. I hope y'all excited, man. Excited for a great show, man. I still got to get to the topics, man. The man missing in Lake Michigan, still missing, man. Robert Foster, right? Let me get to that story right there real quick, y'all. I want to tell y'all about that. Like I said, man, I knew this guy, man. Good guy, man. Real wild hunted nigga. Real Chicago nigga, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and pull this up, man. We got to get Rob back to his family, however it comes, bro. We got to get Rob back to his family. All right, let me get this up out of here real quick. Y'all just don't know, man. Black Yacht Weekend, was it trash? A lot of out-of-towners are saying that it was trash, right? So let's talk about this story right here.
As you say, Robert Foster is a father of 4. He has been missing on Lake Michigan for 2 days now. And while for search purposes, this is now a recovery mission, his family members, they're still hoping for a miracle while telling us that they also remain largely in the dark about what is and is not being done to find him.
I don't have a body. And he's a fighter. And he's a fighter.
Robert Foster loved being out on Lake Michigan. On Saturday afternoon, he, his fiancée, and 4 others launched his pontoon boat from Jackson Park's harbor when just minutes in, things went wrong.
We get to not even to like 63rd Beach. It was like right there by the wall. And we just talking and he's getting ready to put the music on and the gas can pop off.
The confident swimmer, Lauren, says Foster jumped into the water after it.
And he immediately jumped up and took off his shirt. Well, jumped up, unzipped his life vest and took off his shirt. Was like, I got to get that. We need that.
Within minutes, Foster was in distress, the high waves making it impossible for him to get back to the boat, which without an anchor was now drifting farther and farther out into Lake Michigan. According to the fire department, the first divers were in the water 16 minutes after the 911 call was made. But without an exact location of where to search, even with the help of the helicopter's camera and heat sensing devices, they were unable to find him. 2 other divers from a rescue boat that had to be sent to help those still stranded on the pontoon also made an attempt.
They put on their diving gear and they jumped into the water. But in the midst of them trying to find him, it was another rescue that they had to go. So they had to stop looking for him.
According to the fire department, by this time, it had been around 90 minutes since Foster first went into the water, reclassifying the search from a rescue to a recovery, which turns the responsibility over to the police department's Marine unit. All of this, however, is of little consolation to Lawrence or to Foster's mother.
That's my only.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. The only son, man. He was an avid swimmer, but bro, you can't play with Lake Michigan. You cannot play with Lake Michigan, Rob. You should have knew that, man. You didn't have your life jacket on. That's crazy, bro. The boat started drifting away from him. He hopped into the water to retrieve something that fell into the water. It makes me wonder who was on a boat with him, man. They just say 4 other people. Were they kids or what, man? Because I don't see how nobody couldn't turn the boat around and try to save my man if it started going the wrong direction. But maybe turning the boat around is even harder than I think. You know, it's just crazy. You know, they say Black Yacht Weekend was trash, man. The out of town is talking shit about it, man. Where the party at? What are we doing? We just sitting around. Ain't no black folks here. This, that, the other, man. All right, so is that true? Did white folk take over Black Yacht Weekend, man? But rest in peace to Rob, man. His story was a little bit overshadowed. I'm talking about he didn't get nearly as much airplay as the young lady who was found who died also, right? So I'm gonna get into her story because I didn't make a story about her, but I made a story about Rob since his story was kind of overshadowed. So I'm gonna get into that too. Let's get into the young lady who lost her life. She happens to be a friend of Kanika Jenkins, man. And if you know about the Kanika Jenkins story, she was found in a freezer dead a long time ago, y'all. Some years back, found in a freezer in a hotel dead, right? This is her friend. Her friend ended up dying at Black Yacht Weekend also. Rest in peace to her.
Search for the missing person at 63rd Street Beach has now turned into a recovery operation. These incidents, combined with other reports that we've heard throughout the weekend, has boat safety experts reminding people to take extra precaution on Lake Michigan.
Laurie got talent. She was amazing. She was beautiful. She was sweet. She was kind.
A West Side vigil honoring the 27-year-old woman who was pulled from Lake Michigan on Saturday. Zahari Wall's family trying to make sense of her loss as Chicago police investigate her death. Police say she was found in the waters near Navy Pier. That same day, the Chicago Fire Department responded to reports of 2 people in Lake Michigan at 63rd Street Beach. Fire officials say 1 person got out. Divers and helicopters searched the area for the missing male, but the rescue mission turned into a recovery operation. This all playing out during the first weekend of summer that drew large crowds and several boats into Chicago's playpen.
What a lot of people don't realize is Lake Michigan acts as an ocean. You have to treat it as an ocean.
Brady Rule is a captain with Boat Safe Chicago, a group that works to prevent accidents on the water through safety training. He says this weekend's weather and the spike in boating activity were contributing factors to trouble on the waterways.
More people are coming out to rent boats to go out and enjoy the water, which is great. But because there's more boats, there's a little more inexperience and more accidents are going to happen.
The strong winds creating for dangerous conditions on boats and in the water.
And with high winds, anchors are coming off the ground. If you're not setting the anchor properly, you're going to slide into another boat.
Boat Safe Chicago sharing this video of a boat that U.S. Coast Guard officials say sunk into the water on Friday. Today, buoys seen floating above the sunken vessel to warn nearby boaters and swimmers. And in the suburbs, this video showing Lake County Sheriff's Marine Unit responding to the scene of a crash that left 1 person injured after a wave runner crashed into a boat.
Yeah, that shit was trash, y'all. It was trash. You know, I didn't see no black people out there, but when the black people came, bro, they started twerking, man. You know, them chicks was out there on them boats shaking them asses. Motherfuckers was flying, speeding, crashing, all type of shit, man. Stay away from the water, y'all. We should know better. Stay the fuck away from the water. We got alcohol in our system. You know, I ain't gonna lie. My life now, I want to make better decisions. I don't want to make dumber decisions, bro. Real talk. But Rob, he was older than me when he died, you know, rest in peace. Or we haven't found the body yet, but I'm pretty sure that he's dead. The police think that he's dead, you know. So rest in peace to Rob. Rest in peace to this young lady. They found her body. she overshadowed that story right there because she was a very popular hairstylist in Chicago. Right? She was a very popular hairstylist in Chicago. So she got way more attention, and she was Kanika Jenkins' friend, one of her best friends, I do believe. She was Kanika Jenkins, like I said, the girl that was found in the freezer in the hotel years back. A lot of people was saying that Zach TV was actually killed because Zach TV was doing deep dives into that situation. What I think happened is somebody put her in there and locked her into that freezer. And I'm pretty sure Zach thought the same thing, right? So Zach TV is they said that he died because he was deep diving into that. All right, so check this out, y'all. All right. They've been trying to take down the marijuana in Texas. Like I've been seeing it all over the internet. So Greg Abbott, the governor, he vetoed the THC ban, right? Saving a booming $8 billion industry and 50,000 jobs in Texas, man. Right? Which makes sense to me. That's why I don't understand why Trump of all people should be the president with the balls to go ahead and legalize marijuana federally. Now, it's going to be a whole lot of cities and townships that try to ban it. Oh, it's not good. And people going to act like they scared. We need the money, really. That's what we need. Because you know what happens when you find weed in a motherfucking car? If you find enough weed, you can go in their house. You might find more. Or you can even say that everything in their house they brought from selling drugs. So the city, the state, the township, they can take your shit, bro. They can take your vehicle. Everything can get took for just a little bit of weed. And y'all know the reason why weed is still illegal. This is why weed is still illegal. Because you can smell it, right? You can walk right up and smell marijuana. So once they do that, it's over with, bro. Ain't no telling what they can do to your ass once they smell marijuana. You can't smell cocaine. You know, motherfucker got the cocaine hid. The cop ain't gonna smell it. He ain't gonna find it. He can, all right, sir, have a good day. But you got all type of cocaine on you. Marijuana, you can smell it. A 3-5, a blunt that's all the way smoked, just a duck. You know what I'm saying? You can smell it. So that's why police don't want marijuana legal. It's easy to detect. And you can take somebody's shit for marijuana, bro. They coming in your crib, bro. They taking your dogs, all that. Oh, this nigga got a Frenchie in here. French bulldog. He come with us. We're going to sell him in auction. We're going to put him in it and sell him in fucking auction because you brought that dog with drug money. All right, so that's an $8 billion industry in Texas, along with 50,000 jobs. I just don't get why Donald Trump, you know, you're on the right path, but I think it's all about timing. Just like that Larry Hoover shit, man. You can't throw everything out there at once, man. You can't show your hand. But this Trump's last time, I think he's going to do a lot of stuff. A lot of executive orders are going to happen toward the end, if you ask me, man. But shout out to Greg Abbott for recognizing that marijuana is a livelihood in America, and it's one of our best outsources. I seen somebody, one of the famous rappers or somebody, I think 50 Cent, somebody, Snoop Dogg, they said they went to Amsterdam and they said, I want to smoke your best weed. And the niggas in Amsterdam told them, you got to smoke this from Cali. Foreign marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Our shit is foreign to them niggas. And they said the U.S. got the best weed. You know? The U.S. got the best weed growers. Shout out to all them illegal aliens that's picking that damn weed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them niggas, man. Keep it coming, man. You know, I bet Texas is full of illegal aliens working on those weed farms. But maybe they can start hiring some Americans. You know what I'm saying? How much weed can you steal? You know, shit, man, whatever. But I can steal a lot. I can steal a fucking lot of weed, man. All right, so what else going on, man? What else going on in this bitch? You know, how y'all been, man? Let me know what y'all talking about in that comment section, man. Hit me in that comment section. I know a lot of people be on here hating this shit, man, but go ahead and hit me in that comment section. Let me know what's going on. Low from the go. We back, man. We back, man. We back with another one. All right, so, man, there's a lot of shit going on. Let's get back to YouTube real quick. Something I want to show y'all over there. Been some shit going on the tube. So, bam. Get back over here real quick, man. There's a lot of shit going on all over the world. Y'all want me to talk about that war, right? Y'all want me to talk about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that war. Trump did the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas got sleeper cells in America, right? That's what the Democrats said. That's what I want to talk about, man. Man, we're going to talk about the war.
Well, we saw a few dozen protesters show up here today to Federal Plaza protesting the Trump administration's attacks against Iran. They say that they're worried the U.S. is heading towards another dragged-out conflict in the Middle East. A rally for peace in downtown Chicago today as protesters say they're tired of the actions of the Trump administration.
Trump, who claims that he's a peacemaker, is now bombing Iran.
The group of protesters decided to gather today after hearing of President Trump's decision last night to attack 3 of Iran's nuclear sites. The president calling those strikes a massive success while saying now is the time for peace. But these people are worried of the possible retaliation to come from Iran.
This doesn't help anyone. Also, it blows all of our money for no reason, and Trump knows that too. For a fiscally conservative, small government type of guy, the worst thing you want to do is spend another $1 or $2 trillion on a war we're not going to win.
It's another Middle East conflict that hits close to home for this man. Ali Tarot is a human rights activist who was previously arrested by the Iranian military before he escaped to the U.S. as a refugee in 2012.
The regime couldn't tolerate that, and I got arrested, 4 months solitary confinement, 2 years prison, and I was banned from studying university.
Man, come on, man. Where ICE when you need them, man, for this nigga right here? Where's ICE when you need them, right? All right, so people are saying, we shouldn't have did it. We shouldn't have did it, right? American citizens, spoiled ass, entitled American citizens are saying that Trump should not have bombed that place, right? The same people that open the floodgates for illegal aliens are saying that Trump should not have bombed that place. But check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show y'all this. Right here.
Top tonight, NBC News has learned that message from Iran was conveyed to President Trump by an intermediary during last week's G7 summit, warning the president if he launched airstrikes against Iran's nuclear facilities, Iran could respond by unleashing terrorist attacks on the U.S. by activating sleeper cells it has inside this country, according to 2 U.S. officials, all as we learn new details about those historic strikes.
So they admit that they got sleeper cells in America. What did Biden do? Biden let him in, and we want to vote for him again. We want to vote for people like him. We need to vote for more people like Trump. I don't give a damn about none of the immigrants going back, because this is what happens. This is what happens, man. Imagine them people recruiting people in America, bro. Recruiting Latinos right now. Latinos are pissed. Recruiting Africans right now because Africans are pissed at Trump, right? That's the thing, bro. All illegals have to go. All refugees, everybody, get their ass the hell up out of here, man. There was a video I saw of a refugee who helped the army out. He was being pulled over by some cops. The man pulled out his firearm, started firing at the cops, bro. I think he shot one of the cops. They killed his ass, bro. But these people are in our country, bro. They all sleeper cells. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, some of them got to go, bro. That's it, bro. Some of them got to go. Now, if you was born in America, you want to stay, that might be cool. But if your parents been working here for 20 years, maybe they need to go. Maybe. I don't know, man. Then you make enough money, then you send enough back. Y'all should have that McMansion built out there in Mexico, right? Y'all should have, the castle built by now, right? Shit. Let me make that type of money, and I'm from a third world country. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shit, that shit crazy, man. All right, so this chick right here, man. This chick right here, Amanda, well, not Amanda Seales, but she act like Amanda Seales. I'm talking about B. Simone, man. She tears up saying that she's broke, had to go to H&M instead of going to, Versace or Gucci or Bloomingdale's. You know what I'm saying? She said, I cannot afford to live, right? That's it.
It's like the budgeting. You see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account, but you're just my finances. Like,
oh man, she funny, man. You know, all while she making money, she crying about financing. You know what that's called, Miss B Simone? They be hating on the niggas and crazy acting and shit like that. Never gonna have a man, you know, gonna live and die with her cats and dogs. You know what's going on? Don't nobody fuck with you. You a weird motherfucker, right? Remember you tried to charge people for something when your friend died? You tried to charge people $100 if you want me to pray for you or do some stuff. You tried to charge people like you an evil, conniving motherfucker, man. I had to go to H&M. She really should have put it on and said she had to go to TJ Maxx, bro. If she would have said that, oh shit, man. Where to go find me? I gotta send her some money right now, bro. Real talk. I gotta send her money right now, man. But she crazy as fuck, man. Did it to herself. Not being cooperative. You know, strong-minded women or women that think they strong-minded, but they really just being assholes and jerks to everybody. This how that shit all plays out for them, right? They think they strong-minded, but they don't know a strong mind is playing a game, right? Playing a game, getting what you want. That's a strong man. A weak man is getting into it with everybody. You just want to be by yourself. Or, you know, her friend, I think her friend said a long time ago, before this, her friend said shit. She was pregnant on food stamps, hurting, all type of shit. And B. Simone did not give her no money, man. That's what she's under fire for. So now you gonna cry. Crocodile tears up here because your ass got to go to H&M. She should have really put the sauce on it. I would have put the sauce on it if I was her. I would have said, nigga, I was in TJ Maxx. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at Ross. Oh God, I was looking at Ross. But I went to TJ Maxx. Fuck. You know, shit. But shout out to her, man. Anyway, man. Get a better attitude. Do better in life, man. Do better in life by being easy to work with instead of hard to work with. That's all you got to do. You know, you're weird. You do a lot of stuff. I didn't do no research on her before I started talking about her, but I do know that her friend just recently came out or, you know, came viral again, saying that she didn't help her when she had it. You know what I'm saying? So shit, Shorty was just her friend. Shit, she said she don't help nobody out, man. Right? She don't help nobody out, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a hell of a show. It's your homeboy Loafing to Go. This one I'm gonna go ahead and break down and set it out here for my peoples though. But you know, man, shout out to everybody that tuned into the show and shout out to everybody that's gonna come into the show, man. I hope I got something for everybody up here. That's what we do here at Members Only Podcast. We don't just talk about the stuff that we want to hear. We talk about the stuff that y'all want to hear, man. So tell me in the comment section all the questions that I asked y'all. I want to hear answers to, man. Was Chicago boat weekend trash? Is Michelle Obama tearing down manhood by saying she glad she didn't have a son? He would have been a little Obama, a little Barack. Oh, yeah, let me talk about this one right here, man. Oh, yeah, my nigga, man. Happy birthday to the legendary escape artist, Anton Macy's. He celebrates his 33rd birthday yesterday while he was still on a run, man, escaping the New Orleans jail back in a couple of months ago, right? He's the last man standing, ain't he? You know what I'm saying? And that nigga out there. That nigga is out there. Look like he in Mexico, though. Look at how that shit is behind him, man. That nigga, he ran across the border. He self-deported himself. That's what it looked like right here, man. This nigga definitely self-deported himself. You know, and it's easy to slide in right now, man. He could just go over there like, Trump just sent me over here. He just made me walk himself. You know what I'm saying? They just sent me back, shit. I'm an illegal alien, man. They sent me back. They won't let me go in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? So it's right now, this nigga can actually get away, man. And it look like he's in Mexico, Chile, some shit, man. Wherever he at, he having a ball, man. So it's his birthday. You know, enjoy, young man. Enjoy your day, man. You got many more coming, and they're going to be behind bars. But, you know, right now, man, enjoy your day. Maybe they need to just offer $1 million for this nigga. Maybe he'll turn himself in. I would, you know what I'm saying? Hey, baby, call the cops right now. Matter of fact, I don't even trust no baby mama. Call the cops right now. Tell them you got me handcuffed. Goddamn, you're holding me down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody shit. You're holding me down right now, handcuffed. You got me at gunpoint, right? But shout out to this nigga, man, for making it this long, man. This far, man. All right, like I said, I want to thank everybody for joining the show, man. Thank everybody for stepping into the middle of the circle, joining the session. You know, somebody left with a pumpkin head. I ain't gonna say who, but y'all can say that in the comment section too. Because somebody definitely left with a pumpkin head. I ain't gonna say who the fuck it was, but you know, shout out to that person. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take some time and heal up. By the time I do the next live, man. Next week, man, we're gonna be going back live. So y'all get ready, prepare. You know, as soon as we start getting that little bit of engagement going on the channel, that's when I'm gonna start dropping the link, man. You know, I need y'all to join the show too, man. We're gonna have a real deal show over here, man. Members Only Podcast. Big M.O.P in the building. Your homeboy loving to go. Peace. Everybody stay safe out there too, man. You know, right now it's hard, man. The YNs out there, the neo-Nazis, everybody's out there, man. Just keep your head up, stay focused, man. Stay strong. Peace. I'll be back later. More news and commentary.